electronic window directly to recipients of funds through the RTGS.
So the accountant general having access to to this account in particular, the one we're talking about now, can transfer funds from that account into the CRF or any other account.
Yes.
With it would be aware of the transaction.
Oh yes, oh yes. We're very
And are
aware.
there any controls in this system that would
Yes.
have to grant authority, not access, but
Yes, we have
authority to the accountant general? Yes, she can withdraw, sorry, she can transfer the funds into another account, but is there approval
we have
from CBG or
we have controls over that access.
Okay.
And sometimes
The accountant general's access into an account.
yes.
And in which instances the accountant general's access into an account?
Yes.
And in which instances is this done?
Hmm?
In which instance do you close this window?
If there are not enough resources in the account, we close it. Because the accounts are not, some accounts are not supposed to be overdrawn.
Okay. But some accounts can be overdrawn.
Yes.
In this instance, can this account be overdrawn?
No, it cannot.
It cannot be overdrawn.
No.
And what's the difference? Why can't this account be overdrawn?
This account cannot be overdrawn because it has limited, whatever the resources that are there, that's what they can have access to. But there are certain accounts by law where, for instance, the government's main treasury account, we can allow that to be overdrawn. It's just like you keeping your account with your commercial bank. They can allow to give you an overdraft.
Okay.
And by law, in the Central Bank Act, we can allow the government to overdraw that account up to 10% of the previous year's revenue. They can overdraw that account. Other than that, the rest cannot be overdrawn.
So let's say, for example, the previous year's revenue is 100 million. They can overdraw the account up to 10 million. That is 10%. 10% of the 100 million.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. But in this instance, because this account is very specific, the funds coming into this account are very specific, so there is no overdraw. So considering now that this account is zero dollars.
Yes.
The closing balance, therefore, the window has been closed off for the accountant general.
Yes.
Okay. And at no point can she
Overdraw the account.
overdraw the account. But
No.
previously, when there were funds in the account, the window was open.
Yes. they do
And
have.
in the future, if there are any funds paid into this account, the window will be open again?
If there are funds.
Yes. If there's, let's say, in a few months or next month, there's a deposit in this account.
If they have deposit in the account, they can issue instructions to withdraw from directly to the central bank,
Okay.
or they can use this electronic window to make payments.
All right. And the transfers, or I'd say the withdrawals from this account, going to either into other accounts,
Yes.
are all authorized by the accountant general.
The accountant general, yes.
Okay. And all these withdrawals,
Yes.
the generally the money goes into, or funds are transferred, is it to the CRF or to specific accounts?
No, with the withdrawals, they will give instruction where the money is to be transferred.
Yes.
If it is to the CRF, it's transferred to the CRF.
Okay.
That's why we give narratives. If you look at the statement, there are
Yes.
narratives as to where the money should be placed. So the money is placed wherever the accountant general authorized to put that money in.
And in this instance, for this account, mostly the transfers we've seen, transfers gone from the account to the CRC account, that is the Constitutional Review Commission. What are the other accounts that these funds have gone to?
Well, the narratives are there. You have asset recovery. You have transfers to this Kajula Holdings Company and funds to Constitutional Review Commission, Jammeh Commission, Mission Inquiry. You have to Mafia, and then you have again Jammeh Commission is there. We have asset recovery is there also. Dollar account. We have another local currency account there. That's another transfer.
Yes, but this is a USD account, and there's a $C transaction in the account.
Yeah, come. Yeah, I've just been the local currency that you mentioned.
Yes.
I've just been advised by my director that those are reversals.
Okay.
It was reversal of the entry because it's not supposed to be there.
Okay.
It's a local currency transaction. So that's an accounting entry, a reversal. But the transfers are mainly to the Consolidated Revenue Fund, the Jammeh Commission, and the Ministry of Finance, Mafia. The ones that I read previously, those were credits to the account. So those ones, disregard them as withdrawals. Those were credits, meaning deposit in the account. The narratives that are on the side there, at the extreme left-hand side of the statement.
Okay. But I think for now we can set aside the USD account and we can move to the LSE account.
Okay. You have to Yes, Council, we can proceed, please.
Okay.
Yes.
When was this Dallas account opened?
The Dallas account was opened September 8, 2017.
September 8, 2017.
Yes, please.
Okay. And when was the first, when did the first transaction take place in this account?
The first transaction date was 21st September 2017.
Okay. And from where are these funds from?
You mean for the 21st?
The first transaction, yes.
Okay, the first transaction was, the opening balance was 3,185,187.13 Gambian dollars. And that was September. You mentioned where the funds were from.
Yes.
It was RTGS. The source of funds for the first transaction in this account, which I read to you, the 3,025,187.13 Gambian dollars. I understand this is an account that was held in a commercial bank that the commission now orders in the name of the former president. It's one of his accounts mentioned here, Kamiko. So the Kamiko account in a commercial bank, instruction was given to move it to this account that was opened in the central bank by the accountant general. Yeah, it's here. In the matter of Gambia. Okay. So this is an instruction that was given to the central bank. The letter is dated 5th September 2017, and in the matter of Gambia African Mining Information Company, Kamiko Limited. So we were under instruction to move this amount from an account that was held at the Guarantee Trust Bank to the account opened at the central bank.
Okay, so the funds are from a commercial account into
a commercial bank account
into CBG.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you stated that you received written instructions. Where are these instructions from?
Accountant General.
From the Accountant General.
Yes.
Okay. And then subsequently, of course, as you can see, there are many other transactions into this account, unlike the USD account.
Yes.
This account has a lot of activities.
Activities, yes.
Okay. And we can see cash deposits. by individuals. The names of these individuals are reflected in the statement. When individuals come to make deposits into accounts at CBG, particularly this one, is notification received prior to the deposit being made, or there is no notification?
Yes.
There are notifications.
There are notifications received. They come and fill a deposit paying slip to deposit the money.
Okay.
into
And
the account.
the notifications, where do you receive it from?
It will be from the accountant
The accountant general.
Accountant
So
general.
for all these individuals, we have quite a few individuals that made deposits, but
Yes.
about a handful. And so you're telling this committee that at all times, when these individuals are coming to make deposits, apart from the form that they fill, the deposit slip, you would receive notification from the AG.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the deposits into this account are done by individuals and also through RTGS. That RTGS is from commercial banks that would transfer this money to the central bank on the instruction of the accountant general.
But what about I'm talking now about the cash deposit.
Yeah, the cash deposits, those ones, that's what I said. The accountant general will give instructions to the central bank, and then the individuals, yes, and then the individuals in addition will fill in cash deposit slip.
Okay. And a lot of liberties.
Yes, Council, please. Yes, please, we can proceed.
Okay. My question is that you stated that when transactions are to take place in these accounts, be it deposits or withdrawals, you do receive notification from, instructions from the accountant general, and you act on those instructions.
General would send, and they walk into the central bank.
The accountant general?
Yes.
And not from CBG?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is clear now.
Yeah.
But for withdrawals, then the instructions come from the AG and they're written.
Yes.
Do you have copies of said instructions? At least a few of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe you can avail the committee a few of those copies.
Yes, no problem.
After. All right. What is the total amount of inflows into that account, the Dallas account?
Total deposits into the account is 1,683,900,791.30 Gambian dollars.
Did you say 1.6
billion?
Okay.
Dollars.
And the total number or the total amount of withdrawals.
Yes.
Do you have that?
Yes, please. That's 1,582,900,791.00 Gambian dollars.
Sorry, please repeat it.
1,582,900,791.00 dollars.
Okay, and please repeat the inflows.
The inflows were 1,683,900,791.30 Gambian dollars.
What is the closing balance?
The closing balance is 101 million Gambian dollars.
101 million.
Gambian dollars.
Okay.
So that yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's 101 million Gambian dollars. That is the closing balance in the account as of today. Yes. Because what happened, the statement we sent to you, that shows a zero balance.
Yes.
On 28 October 2025, a deposit was made into the account from the receiver. That is $11 million. On the 4th of...
What date?
On the 28th of October.
28
October.
Okay, that's last month.
Yes,
Okay.
2025.
All right. And what was the amount?
$11 million.
Okay.
On November 4, 2025, 80 million Gambian dollars was deposited in the account. That is also from the receiver.
80 million.
$80 million.
80. Okay.
$80 million. 80.
Was received from the receiver.
Yes.
Okay.
On the 10th of November this year, 10 million was deposited in the account. That is also from the receiver.
Interesting. And now the closing balance
the closing balance as of date is 101 million.
When you say as of date, you mean today?
Yes.
Okay.
$101 million.
100.
I'm corrected by my director of banking. Today's closing is not wrong. The day is not ended. But as of yesterday's closing, is $101 million. Yes.
Honorable Chair, considering the governor made his submissions at the request of the committee about 2 months ago, and it seems there have been activities in these accounts, as is just stated, I would request that an updated statement be submitted to the committee. Perhaps we would say by close of day on the 30th of November. After
we can send this updated statement to you.
Okay, we can get an updated statement as of
if
today.
you want, as of 30th November,
yes,
when the books are closed at the end of the month,
yes,
we'll submit another statement.
Another one. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Correct. That's correct. Granted then.
Okay.
We can do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor.
Yes.
It looks like most of the large deposits of funds are made by the receiver into this account.
Yes.
And then most of the smaller cash deposits are made by individuals, mostly the secretary of the Jammeh Commission. That's the first secretary, Mr. Yahya Jammeh, and then we have other individuals with the names of Mam Jata, Amadou Seka, and Adam Ajoub.
Yes.
These individuals are of course, we know that Mr. Yahya Jammeh was staff or a personnel of the Jammeh Commission, but the others, are they, as far as you know, are they staff of the Accountant General or CBG?
Yes, Madam Counsel, we would not have information to,
Please continue.
we don't have that information to confirm whether they work at the commission or who the individuals are.
Okay.
Because the deposit slips are supplied to the Accountant General's office only. So when they pre-fill these deposit forms, bring it to the central bank, meaning Accountant General supplied the deposit form to get them to come and pay into the account. So we don't keep where they come from in terms of offices that they work for.
Okay. And you stated when we were discussing the USD account that the Accountant General had on the online or the digital system, she
Yes.
has a window that she can transfer
Yes.
funds from this account into other accounts or
Yes.
from this account to the CRF.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Is that the case for this account as well?
Yes.
Okay. And generally, are all transfers from this account into other accounts and the CRF made by the Accountant General through this window?
Some
of them.
Some of them will be through the window.
Okay, and the
Yes.
others?
The others will be written instructions.
So, why is there a difference? At what instances can she use the digital system to transfer funds? And in which instances can she write to the bank to ask for funds to be transferred?
That is their decision. That is the Accountant General's decision.
Okay.
They can write to the bank to ask for transfer of funds, and they can do it through the electronic window.
And are there times, I know you mentioned that once the account is overdrawn by 10%, that is for other accounts, but for these recovery accounts, they cannot be overdrawn.
No.
Yes, so are there times when the window is closed for the Accountant General?
Yes.
For this account?
Yes.
Even though funds are still coming into the account?
Yes.
Which instances have this window been closed for this particular account?
We make that decision because sometimes when payments through the EFT window are
What is EFT? That is the digital system.
The digital system.
Okay.
At certain times, we do have control over them. For instance, when it's end of month and we have to do reconciliations or close the books, at those periods, we have the prerogative to close that window.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the only instance?
Yes.
At the end of the month when you need to reconcile?
Yes.
So for the withdrawals or the transfers that are done on the digital system directly by the Accountant General, she does not send written instructions or confirmations?
No.
Okay.
That is done through the RTGS, and it picks the money from the central bank direct to the commercial bank account, the individual's holders account in the commercial bank. And the same thing is the case for salary earners, government salary payments. Is to improve the efficiency of the payment system.
Okay.
Council, about the account, the transfer of funds through written instructions from the Accountant General or through the EFT window that is done electronically. I've been informed by my Director of Banking, who has been around during this account's opening period to date, that 99% of the time, withdrawals from this account are written instructions. So there is very minimal use of the EFT window.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for that. I think that's all I have for now for the Dalasi account.
Okay, thank you.
But I did tell you earlier that there are other things I want us to discuss.
No problem. We can have that conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, Council, just to inform you, the instructions, you have them. If you need them, we can supply.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Thank you for that. Now, let's go back to the time the Jammeh Commission was conducting its investigation.
Yes.
There were accounts that were domiciled at CBG that the Jammeh Commission was investigating. A list of these accounts have been submitted by you to this committee. And from the submission, I can see that, I don't know whether you have this list with you.
We did not come with those documents.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But we can discuss it.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I have my director here. He represented us at the Jammeh Commission.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a list of 28 accounts that were investigated by the Jammeh Commission according to your submission. Most were closed in 2018, 2019. There are 2 accounts that show inactive. What does that mean? I can give you the names of the account. Maybe it will help.
Okay.
The number 27 is Citizen Investor Account. That's the name of the account, and customer name also shows Citizen Investor Account. Number 20. Do you want me to say the account number?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Number 28 is National Education Trust Fund. The same name is used for the customer name. Both accounts say inactive. Can you just explain to this committee?
Yeah, what inactive means, if accounts are dormant for 6 months and beyond, they are considered inactive and dormant accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if there are funds in the account.
Yes, even if there are funds in the account, if no transaction takes place for 6 months and beyond, they are considered dormant accounts, inactive.
Okay. And one of the accounts shows active. It's interior bilateral aids account, which means that the account is the transactions taking place in the account.
Yes,
if it's shown as active.
Yes.
Okay.
Then there are recent transactions that happen.
All right. And the closure of these accounts. What is the process for closure of accounts? Is this something that CBG does unilaterally, or are accounts closed at the instruction of the accountant general?
Accountant general.
Okay.
All instructions come from the accountant general. To open account, close accounts, transfer funds, everything is from the accountant general.
Okay. And when you receive instructions from the accountant general to close an account, are these at the instance where the account closing balance would be zero, or would there still be, can funds be in an account and you still receive instructions for closure?
Yes. Yes.
In that instance, what would happen to the funds?
Yeah, like I said, even if there are monies in the account, the letter that is instructing us to close the account will give us indication or directives as to where to move the account.
To move the funds, you mean?
To move the funds in that account.
Okay.
And in most instances, is to move it to the CRF, the Consolidated Revenue Fund.
At all times?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Most of the time.
There's a account when I've seen for transactions in the LSE account that we just talked about.
Yes.
There's an account called TMA. TMA.
Yes, that's the Treasury main account.
Okay.
Treasury main account. That's the main account of the Gambia government.
Okay.
Like your current account in the commercial bank.
All right.
Yes.
So in this instance, the money you said most of the time is moved to the CRF.
Yes.
Is there instances where it's moved to the TMA?
It goes to the CRF first.
Okay.
And then from the Consolidated Revenue Fund to the TMA.
To the
you
TMA.
can move funds from the CRF to other accounts, and at the directive of the Accountant General, it will indicate where from the Consolidated Revenue Fund where the movement should be. So if it says sweep it to the TMA, that means Treasury main account. That is the current account of the government in the central bank.
Okay. So now the instructions are provided by the Accountant General?
Yes.
And CBG would have copies of these written instructions?
Yes. Yes.
Very well. And these instructions, if the committee were to request for them, you would still have them in your records?
Yes. Yes, we'll have it. Some of them will need some time because we have an archive at mile 7 where we send all files to the archive, but we can dig and produce those written instructions.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you. Earlier, I had asked whether there were any funds or whether there were any accounts different from these two that we have discussed that you've funds, recovery funds from the Jammeh Commission were being deposited, but you said no.
Yes.
That is as far as you know.
Yes. These are the only two accounts
Okay.
that we have on record there.
Okay, these are the only two accounts that you have on record.
Yes, Council.
If there are other accounts at CBG where money is recovered from the processes of the Jammeh Commission are deposited into, is there a way that you would know? Or is it that only the accountant general would know this?
Only the accountant general will know.
Okay. All right. But if we have the account numbers of these said accounts, we can provide this committee with statements.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Now that we've discussed these accounts, it's only right that we would discuss other issues about the Jammeh Commission asset recovery process.
Okay.
Or the disposal of assets, rather.
Okay.
That CBG took part in.
Yes.
Did CBG buy any of the assets that were being sold by the receiver after the Jammeh Commission?
Yes.
Okay, which assets did CBG buy?
We bought the property, we call it Future Lake Building. It's on OIC Avenue, formerly Battle Harding. When I came in as governor in 2020, I've been in the central bank for a very long time. The central bank building is more than 50 years old. Central banking in the Gambia, we intend to celebrate it next year, March 2026. It will be 55 years of central banking in the Gambia.
I hope you invite us.
We will, inshallah. So when I came in as governor, I realized that that building is old. The vault that where we keep our currency is also small. The economy has grown significantly from that period to now, and it's small. Some of our currency we are keeping abroad. We don't want to disclose details.
Please don't.
Yeah, we will not disclose those details. So, and the staff strength also have increased. The building is small. Currently, we are renting at Kairaba Avenue. We call it Supervision House. And we are paying money for that rent. So, and it's a risky business we are operating, circumstances we are operating under. God forbid, if there is fire outbreak in the central bank, we are done as a country. We have 12 commercial banks, but we have only one central bank. If that central bank goes down, the whole country goes down with it. That's why I always tell people, please be careful about the reputational risk of the central bank. All this data you are throwing on the central bank, which are fake news, rubbish, the only institution we have in the Gambia is one central bank. And an institution like a central bank, our credibility matters a lot. You know, so I went to government and said that we need land to build another headquarters. It's small, and also the risk attached to one central bank. If the city is closed, we don't have access. And in any country, for instance, Yemen, I always use that as an example. Even when bombs were falling, the port and the central bank never closes for any country. It's the main cornerstone of the economy. They would take ceasefire, bring in medication, bring in food, fuel, and other things. The port is to receive that. The central bank is there to make those payments. So we needed another headquarters. So I requested for land, and we were directed to go to the Ministry of Justice that former President Yahya Jammeh assets are available, but they are to be sold, they are for sale. So from Justice, we were directed to go to the receiver. When we went to the receiver, we looked at that property, and we thought it's convenient. There is enough space to build another central bank headquarters. It's not only a new central bank headquarters we want to build. We want to make sure that we have the Bankers Institute there, kind of create a financial center for the country at that premises, because the space is there. And the receiver told us how much we should pay once he gets approval from the cabinet subcommittee. And we have letters here where the receiver have written to us that he has gotten approval from the cabinet subcommittee, and we are to pay $100 million, and then $5 million is $5,250,000 for administrative and legal fee. So we paid a total of $105,250,000 for that property. The letter from the receiver trustee was dated November 25, 2021. We made the payment, and we obtained legal right to the property. We paid insurance for that property up to this year, 2025. We for the building there. So we are supposed to be given title to the property by the accountant, by the Attorney General's department. We have not still received that title. We wrote to them on the 27th of August 2025 to remind them of giving us our title deed to the property. And when we last checked, as recent as sometimes during this month, we sent a kind reminder, and we were told that they will make that available to us. So we paid for that property. We also paid $89,000 to Lands Office to give us the title. Well, they also sent a bill to us here, $89,100.
Sorry, to give you what? You said you paid 89 to land.
Survey fees.
Survey fees.
Survey fees, $89,125. Lands and surveys.
Who instructed you to make that $89,000?
It's here. It's from Department of Lands and Surveys.
They requested for survey fees?
Yes, $89,000 and $125,000. It's here.
All right, let's go back to the beginning of your answer. You stated that when you realized when you thought about how old the building is and how it's in the capital, you need to decentralize, you went to government. When you say you went to government, who exactly, or which department or ministry did you go to? When you realized, when you wanted more land, yes, to build,
yes,
where did you go to?
Our line ministry is the Ministry of Finance.
Of Finance, okay. So you went to Ministry of Finance, and you were directed?
We were referred to the Ministry of Justice.
Okay.
To go and look at these properties.
All right. So when you were going to the Ministry of Finance to explain your ideas about building another bank or another building for the bank, what did you have in mind? Were you going with the intention of buying land, or is that what you wanted to discuss with the ministry, or were you going with the mind that you would apply for allocation of land?
I went with the mind that we will buy the land, but also if it is possible to be allocated with land, we can get. Because central bank, to locate a central bank is not anywhere that you can fit that premises. Mm-hmm. So that's why I went with the open mind that even if we are to buy, we will buy.
Okay.
We first looked at expansion within the city, like the properties that enclose the central bank. How can we have access to those? You know, that means we can buy them out or use eminent domain law or whatever. So that's why I went with this open mind of buying and of free allocation, depending on where the location is.
All right.
Yeah.
But did you have like specific location in mind, or you were open to have it within the city or outside the city?
I was open to have it even outside the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And when you were referred to the Ministry of Justice, were you, first of all, did you have your eyes set on FutureLec, or is it that when you were referred to Ministry of Justice, that is when you learned that FutureLec was for sale and that it's a place you would want to buy?
We did not have our eyes set on any property. In fact, I did not go personally. I sent my staff for them to now, the Ministry of Justice sent them to the receiver to go and look at the outstanding Jammeh properties that were available. And we settled for that place.
You settled for FutureLec?
Yes.
I know you've said earlier that because it's not everywhere that you would build a central bank, so you were open to buying if the need came to it, but also open to being allocated the land. I mean, that's easier and it's the cheaper option for the bank. But when you settled for FutureLec, and then there were negotiations, I'd assume, right, for the price. Were there negotiations, or were you just told this is the amount, 105,250, and you paid the amount?
100 million.
100. You were told 100 million.
Yeah.
So this is 105 that was eventually paid.
105 million.
Yes, 250,000.
Yes. Hold on, I think. Yes, that was the one. Yeah, that's the breakdown. Oh, okay. Yeah, the breakdown is 100 million for the purchase price, administrative and legal fees, 5,250,000.
Okay. All right. When it was eventually agreed, you've provided this committee with a copy of the sale agreement.
Yes.
It's been 4 years since the sale agreement was signed, and you still have not received the deeds. But
yeah.
That's quite the.
Yes.
That's quite a number of years just to receive a deed.
Well, we've not.
Have you followed up?
That's why we continue to follow.
Who do you follow up with? The receiver or the Ministry of Justice?
The Ministry of Justice are the ones who are supposed to give us the title.
What has the response been?
Well, they will provide.
That is what they said.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how did the sale process go after you agreed? After you were you were told the amount the property is being sold for, and you had the agreement. What was the process like? How was payments made? To whom were payments made?
We were given, I think is indicated in the trustees, the offer from the trustee. We submitted that. There is an account number that was indicated where the money should be paid.
And you paid the money into a commercial?
It's EcoBank. Right?
EcoBank, into a commercial bank?
Yes.
This is interesting, because generally when the receiver receives funds after conducting sale, he transfers the funds into a CBG account. But now it's CBG that is transferring to a commercial bank for the receiver to also come back and deposit into CBG.
Well, we were told to pay the money to EcoBank, the account, the name of the bank is indicated and the account number. That's where we paid it.
Did that not, eventually the money was going to come back to CBG.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like CBG moves money from its accounts to a commercial bank, and then now the funds are transferred back into CBG.
Yes. But if you
Very interesting.
If you are to buy a property, Madam Councillor,
Yes.
if you are to buy a property, you'll be purchasing that property. You'll be purchasing that property from somebody.
Yes, definitely.
And if they tell you the property you are buying, pay the money to this account, that's where you'll pay.
You know what the difference here is?
Yeah, it's the same thing my director is reminding me.
Yes.
Even though the account of the government, this Jammeh Commission, is there in the central bank, but we have no right to put money in that account. We are buying a property, and we are told that the property is on the receivership. Go to the receiver, negotiate with him. The receiver pay this amount, and where the receiver wants the money to go, that's where we send the money.
Okay. So the reason I'm just highlighting that is
Yes.
this is not for you, it's not an issue for you, but it's just interesting that government is doing business with itself, buying and selling land. You have the central bank buying land. You have the government selling land, central bank buying the land, but somehow there's someone in between them, and the fund moves from one side of the government to this individual, then back to the government.
Yeah, because
It's just something I'm just putting out there. It's not an issue for central bank. You were simply clients of the receiver.
Yeah.
There was something you wanted, and you followed the process.
Yes, but even
And
for the commission,
Yes.
they did not, it's not like government to government. They appointed a receiver for everything. So the receiver, in my opinion, wherever the receiver has his or her account, that's where the money should be lodged. If we have to buy this property, it's logical, it makes sense to say, pay it into that account.
Of course, that is not in dispute here. I agree with you. You were just acting on the terms of the sale, which was pay into an EcoBank account, and that is what you did. Now, the issue I have here, I don't know whether you can see it, is that government is selling land basically, essentially to itself at the end of the day.
But somebody is acting on behalf of...
Yes, so of course somebody is...
Exactly.
You're not seeing the point, it's fine, we can move on. The point is that government, of course you cannot make the deposit directly as a buyer in this instance, because like every other buyer, be it a state agency, be it individuals or companies, whether they are local companies or foreign companies, all payments go into the receiver's accounts at the different commercial banks, and then of course the receiver would transfer these funds eventually at the instructions of MOJ into the CBG account.
Yes. Because the transaction process has to be completed. It's neater that way.
When you were directed or instructed to go to the Ministry of Justice and you sent your staff to go with the receiver to take a look at the different properties that were available for sale, and you finally settled on Fisher-Lek as the one that is most appropriate, considering you stated that there's land that can be used to expand the building that is currently there, or to even build a different building. Did it ever occur to you, perhaps, try and see if you could get the property from the government at a cheaper price or for free? To be allocated that property, rather.
I think in this case, it's the best deal we can have, given the location. Real estate is about location, location, location. And in the case of an institution like a central bank, I think this is the best deal we can have. If you are to value that property, even at the time of the sale, it will be a different thing. Be part of it, the process of giving central bank and land. So.
All right, that is fine. So apart from Fisher-Lek, no other assets were bought. I hope you will continue to do the follow-up so that you can receive the final title or the complete title for this property.
We definitely will do that, because that's where we want to build a modern central bank building. I was the desk officer for Liberia when I worked for the IMF. The central bank used to rent in a commercial property in Liberia. And I used to visit, that's where we used to have our meetings. Their own building was there. Even as the insistence of the IMF to say, Governor, don't put money in this building, they built their own headquarters. And if you see that building now, in the sub-region, our central bank is the oldest. So, like what they say in Mandinka and Wolof, they kill atale, they must fear. So I always want the best for our country. And what I want to put up in that premises, initially I wanted the tallest story building in West Africa to be there.
Really?
But I was cautioned that aircrafts, when they are flying, come through there. So I had to now reduce the number of floors. But I'll build a building that will be one of its kind in this country. Or the central bank, we will. It's not me, we will build a building that is befitting for a central bank.
I cannot wait to see it.
We will do that, inshallah.
But it's been 4 years since you bought the property. So
Yes.
when is your construction going to start?
Inshallah, we don't want to announce this publicly. We have to consult our parent ministry, go through the process. But inshallah, it will not take long, probably
very soon.
Next year. Inshallah, early next year. Did you see the building in Accra, Ghana? The picture of the central bank building?
I don't think so.
It's super.
So you want one nicer than that?
I went there, and I'm going to take a trip there to go and learn from my colleague governor how they did it. I understand the Central Bank of Eswatini also went to Accra, Ghana, because I was there with my colleague governor.
It looks like Accra, Ghana is the benchmark.
And the assistant told me that Eswatini governor and their board members were there for 3 days to learn from them how they did it. It's a good investment that they did there. So I also want to go and learn from my colleague governor and come and do something that it will be one of a kind in this country and in the sub-region.
Let me say congratulations in advance then.
Thank you, thank you.
For having the nicest central bank in the sub-region.
In the sub-region, inshallah, we'll have that.
Okay.
Yes, and it's going to be futuristic. Yes.
That will be very good for the country.
Yes, inshallah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank
Honorable
you, Madam
Chair.
Council. Thank you.
These are all the questions I have for the governor for the time being, and I'm handing him over to the committee.
Thank you so much, Council. I am not too sure whether we have a lot on the table as well. Honorable Bo, you wanted to go? Okay, please, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Are we okay here? We are fine. Yes, thank you very much, Governor. I just have a quick question in relation to this particular discussion on the purchase of this building, that's the future building. In 2020,
Yes.
You were the PS for Finance, right?
Yes.
Now, and in 2020, during the supplementary appropriation, I think Parliament approved 180 million to support the central bank in terms of recapitalization in the supplementary appropriation.
Recapitalization of the central bank?
Yes, we did. You were the PS.
Yes.
Yeah.
The recapitalization of the central bank was over a period.
Yes.
And is to move from how many million to 1 billion, 100 million to 1 billion.
Exactly.
That was the recapitalization.
Exactly.
And the government have paid all of that now.
Exactly.
Yes.
And in that year, 2020, we gave about 180 million.
Okay.
Now the question I have is like, in less than 1 year,
Yes.
then you take 100 million to buy the future bill. So my question is like, is it that at the time, really, the money that 180 million we gave in the supplementary appropriation was not really needed, because it seems you were liquid to be able to buy an asset costing over 100 million.
No.
Less than 12 months.
No, I think, Council, you are confusing two things.
Yes.
Honorable Bo,
Yes.
recapitalization of the central bank is to, the economy has grown, the central bank has grown in terms of responsibility and everything we should do. 100 million at the time of creating the central bank in the 1970s is very, very low. So there was a recommendation to increase it to $1 billion. And that is the responsibility of government to pay and recapitalize the central bank, because they are the single shareholder. And we do, that's why we pay dividend to only the government. We make profits, a certain dividend is paid to government, and then we put aside some amount as general reserve. So that purchase is from that. But it is the obligation of the government to pay for that recapitalization. So that money was not charged. Because if we thought that, they would have to bring back another 100 and something million to fill in that gap. Yeah.
That's all you have? Honorable sir, do you have one? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much,
Yes.
Governor.
Yes.
My first question is about on paragraph 5
Yes.
of your statement, with regards to the process taken to open an account by government.
Yes.
When did this instruction came up?
Opening accounts for government.
By governments, yeah.
I think that was a long-standing instruction. I was absent from the central bank. I was at the island, so that it was instructed. So I'm advised by my director, who has been in the bank for quite some time, and was the one that represented the bank at the Jammeh Commission. And I've been told that before, the Office of the President, Accountant General, Minister of Finance, all of them can open accounts. It was after the Jammeh Commission that instruction was given that since the Accountant General is the Paymaster General and Receiver General for government of the Gambia, it's only the Accountant General from that period to now, 2017 to now, that it's, the Accountant General is the only person who can open account, close accounts, and give instructions with regards to fund movements within Gambia government accounts.
On both commercial and central bank accounts?
Yes.
With all commercial banks? That's the process. Before opening an account with commercial bank, you must pass through the Accountant General?
Yes. Yes.
Governor, with regards to the dollar account,
yes.
If you look at the statement, it's zero now. Are there any charges on these accounts, especially on the COT charges? Are there any COT charges on these accounts?
There is no COT charges.
On all the accounts?
All the accounts. Government accounts don't pay charges.
They don't pay charges?
No.
But how about when they are with commercial banks, they pay charges, they pay charges on commercial banks?
With commercial banks, I assume they will pay some charges, some fees. Because if you open an account in the commercial bank, they will have some charges. Their business model is different from ours. So they are in the private institutions, they are out there to make money. I'm sure they will have some charges for maintaining those.
And no interest also, no interest charges too?
If you overdraw your account in commercial bank?
No, with central bank. When you
on
overdraw.
Central bank?
When you overdraw, yeah.
It's only the TMA that is overdrawn.
When you overdraw, for example, as you were explaining, when somebody overdrawn, expecting a flow coming in, an inflow coming in, and you overdraw, we consider when that inflow comes in, it will clear the current amount that you overdraw.
Yeah.
So
with government, if government overdraws their account, withdraws more than what is there.
Exactly.
We charge interest at commercial rate.
You charge interest at commercial interest?
Commercial rate.
Okay.
Yes, we do that. But
So
there is no fee paid for maintaining
the account. Okay.
There is no fee.
So it's like for the dollar account, no matter how dormant it is, there will be no interest on it. There will be no charges on it.
No charges on it.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
All right. Council, I'm not sure whether we have questions for the governor, considering that have and the submission of the central bank. I think these are very specific submissions. So the committee can use that to definitely conclude on some of the things. So I can hand back to you if you have a few more questions before we close for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. There were a few recommendations of the Commission that I wanted to put to him, but in answering Honorable Sar, the Governor had already answered some of them. For the others, I think it's better if we put it in writing and then he can respond.
Council.
Yes,
Just for the purpose of clarity, I think Honorable Sar's question is even emphasized in the Public Finance Act.
Yes.
And this does not only apply to ministries, departments, and agencies, but even government projects. So the Accountant General is the only one who have the mandate to open the accounts. And this should not only be limited to the central bank, but even if departments and agencies want to open accounts with commercial banks. So I think our recommendation can align to the provisions of the Public Finance Act.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, that's all, Honorable Chair.
Okay, thank you so very much, Governor.
Thank you.
We appreciate your coming. Like I said earlier on, you've been with us. We have not taken much of your time. You will have kept you here till 7 o'clock in the evening, normally.
No problem. We are at your disposal.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that's all we have for you today.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And wish you a very successful day as well. We will close for today and then we'll come back tomorrow for more witnesses. So you are released for today, you can go. But in the event that we have anything on the way, perhaps clarification, of course we will get back to you,
Please.
for more clarification.
Anytime. Anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So meeting adjourned till tomorrow.